Hello, I welcome you back. Today, I want us to discuss Hakimi and the African marriage and family system. What Hakimi did in putting 80% of his resources, of his wealth, even up to cash, into his mother's name has been condemned by many, and many people have praised Hakimi for doing that. While that situation may not perfectly fit into the European and American system, I believe that is a good one when it's come to an African system. Why did I say so? I say so because African system is significantly different from the European system. In Europe, in America, parents do not take care of their children as much as Africans do. In the US, in Europe, children go to school free. In Europe, in America, you go to college, you take loan, you take grants, you go to school. Your parents may not finance you through school. But in Africa, right from nursery to secondary to college, your parents must pay. So parents suffer throughout their life to send their children to school. An average child in Africa, take Nigeria for example, will start school not later than 4 years. That is the maximum year. Any child that is out of school or has not started school by 4 in Africa, the parents are either very, very poor or very, very unconcerned or serious about the growth of the child. So by force, an average child is in school already in Africa. And I'm taking Nigeria for example in this now. So an average child will be in school from 4 till about his 20s. So the parent will finance such child's education for about at least 16 years. No matter how smart, how good that child is, the child will cannot finish university before 20. So for about 16 consecutive years at least, parents will pay school fees, will buy uniform, will buy books. In Europe, it is not like that. In America, it is not like that. So if parents in America are not seriously concerned, are not seriously financing the education of their children, so if they don't get as much from their children when their children are making it in life, it is understandable. But in Africa, where many parents are poor, they have to finance their children through school, and they have to labor. Some people have to sell what they have to send their children to school, to make sure that their children are in school. And after that, they will not get job immediately. In Europe, in America, at 16, at 18, you're already fending for yourself. You can get jobs, you can work, you can earn money, you can start your life. So the body is not on your parent to provide welfare for you. Even when your parents do not have, when you are a baby, government will still finance you in such a way that government will pay your parents some allowances to make sure that they take care of you. So your parents in Europe, in America, they don't have the body of taking care of children. But Africa have body of taking care, financial body to take care of their children. So when they take care of their children, they now get married. The children get married for 2 years, 3 years, they want to divorce, and the law will say, give half of what you have to your spouse. To me, that is madness. That is crazy. What about the parents that have suffered for 15 years, that have suffered for 20 years, that have suffered for 30 years before that child becomes something in life? So a marriage of 2 years is enough to rubbish the effort of 15 years, of 20 years, and you take half of what somebody has because you are married, because you signed a paper, because you have come together and said you are husband and wife. This does not make sense in Africa. It does not make sense. It is unfortunate that in Africa, everything we do, we copy from Europe, you copy from America. Things that are not supposed to be copied, you copy them down to Africa. we use them, and we destroy ourselves more. If there is going to be a law that will protect spouses in divorce, in my opinion, it shouldn't be more than 10% of the wealth of your spouse. And again, to make it more sensible, in my opinion, parents should have at least 20% of your wealth. Because there is no way, no matter how careless or how irresponsible parents are, there is no way parents will not take care of a child at a point in the child's life. At least when the child is a baby, the parents will take care of that child at some stages in life, before the child is grown, before the child knows, as we say, right from left. So you just get married, your spouse will take almost half or more than half of what you have, and the parent that suffer for you to become something in life will not have anything. So instead of blaming Hakimi, in my opinion, we should be praising Hakimi. Hakimi knows who suffered for him. Hakimi has a history. Hakimi has a past, and he understands his past. He knows quite well that his mother is instrumental to his growth in life. And that's how it happens in Africa. Parents are always instrumental, generally, to the growth of a child. In Europe, in America, parents can be careless. Parents may be careless. They may not even take care of their children. That is why in some cases, government will take over the welfare or rearing or nursing of some kids when they see that the parents are not responsible according to their standard. But in Africa, parents are responsible. Parents must work. Parents must feed. Parents must clothe. Parents must pay school fees. In Europe, they don't pay school fees except they get to college. And what do they do when they get to college? They get loan. They get grants and fend for themselves. Parents they hardly do anything. They get out of school, they get work and live their life. They don't get work, they pay them unemployment allowance. Many graduates in Nigeria still eat the food of their parents. They still live with their parents. There's no work to do. So such a child will now grow and get married and say, because he or she is married to somebody, in 2 or 3 years they want to divorce, half of what they have should go to this park. It does not make sense in Africa. It doesn't make sense. I know some people want to say, when two have come together, they have become one, according to what they believe the Bible says. But I've read through the Bible too, that statement, I have not seen an example of one couple in the Bible who became one. And I want those of you watching me, if you know example of husband and wife in the Bible who became one, as the Bible specifies, tell us. Throughout from Genesis to Revelation, there is no one single example of one man who got married and became one with his wife. Because by Bible standard, a man will marry a woman. It is not the two of them getting married. The man will marry the wife. So who are the examples of two becoming one? And if you want to go to legal status, when you go to registry or go to court and sign and say you are married to this, your partner, in health and sickness, in plenty and poverty and stuff like that, till death do you part, that is irresponsible, because that is not a vow. That law that says you are marrying somebody and you reject others till death do you part, you are attached to this person. It is this same laws that allows for divorce. So that law is just, to me, it's not a vow. It's not even a vow. It's just, you just read something. So where is two becoming one? How will my property become your property because we are married? So even if you are useless in my life because I'm married to you, You must take half of my worth. So those relationships I have had, I have father, I have mother, I have brothers and sisters who must have helped me in the past. They are useless in my life. This does not work in Africa, and this shouldn't work in Africa. Our system in Africa is different. If it works with the white people, let them do their own. And again, it does not even work with them. I've done something on this before. The difference between divorce in Africa and in Europe and the Western world. Divorce in Europe, in America, is business. Marriages in America, United States of America, in the first 10 years, about 50% of those who are married will divorce in 10 years. If they remarry again after 2 or 3 years, the possibility that they will divorce is 60%. And the third marriage is even worse. This is statistics of 2 years ago, 2021. So marriages in America is purposed to fail because it is a money spinning business. Tiger Woods divorced in 2010. He was asked to pay his wife about $181 million. Amazon owner Jeff Bezos divorced with his wife. He was asked to pay 25% of the worth of Amazon. That's about $38 billion. Women are getting rich and rich and rich by divorce. Somebody even said 2% of rich women got rich by their own effort. The remaining percentage got their wealth through divorce. So it does not make sense where somebody will work and gather wealth, and because you are married to somebody, whether the person is at fault in that relationship or not, it does not matter. You just give wealth to the other person. This should not be encouraged. Hakimi did the right thing. If you believe that we are one, then you to earn your money. If you earn your money, give me your money when we divorce. It shouldn't be a penalty for me that I work hard and I make money. Because if it is like that, then there's no reason for me to work hard. You to work hard, divorce, and give me part of your money. Hakimi's wife now has not been able to give half of her 3 million to Hakimi because it is not easy. She has been expecting to get wealth from Hakimi. So in Africa, we should know what we are doing. It does not apply. It is not everything we copy. In my opinion, Hakimi has done the right thing. Let everybody work for their money. And if you are divorcing, you should not get more than 10%. Let the family who train the other party, who train them, the family, the father, the mother, the brothers and sisters, let them take greater percentage of the money. Now we know that everybody is taking from what he has sown. That is the reward of their effort. Marriage should not be an open check to anybody. That's my opinion. I know many people will not like it, but that's the way I think it is. That's the way it should be. If you feel differently, you can put it in the comment section. Thank you again, especially for at least watching this program. Remain blessed as usual. Thank you.